Hello, I'm James Merrill of the Popcorn Ready podcast, and today's review will be of the Cats movie, which is a 2019 flick. It is a U-rated film that is an hour and 50 minutes long. It is a family musical drama which was released on the 20th of December in the UK and was directed by Tom Hooper. Basic gist of this story is a tribe of cats must decide yearly which lucky performer will ascend to the Heaviside layer and come back to a new jellicle life. As always, this review will not contain too many spoilers, listeners. So, the movie is an adaptation of the very world-famous stage play, with poetry and the soundtrack written by T.S. Eliot and Andrew Lloyd Webber. Well, where to begin with this one? I went into the film with an open mind, and after the first 4 minutes, all I can say is I was disappointed. You can see the film had a big budget on special effects and also on cast members. They have some very big named actors as well as some very well known singers. Special effects wise, I did enjoy the cat faces merged with the human ones. I thought that was the only good touch, along with the cat's tails moving. I did think the main star, Francesca Hayward as Victoria, did a good job, mainly in her facial expressions, as she looks very angelic throughout the whole film, and does do a bit of singing and a bit of dancing as well. There was only 2 other performances that I thought did well in the movie, one being Jennifer Hudson as Grisabella. She should have been in the film a lot more. She really conveys emotion in her face while she's singing and is by far the best singer in the whole movie, which sells it as it is a musical. And the other being Idris Elba as McCavity. As the bad guy, or should I say as the bad cat in this movie, he does, bring some fear to the role which the other actors do respond to. And he also has very piercing eyes, which makes him stand out more than any other character. As positive comments go, my only other one really is it does feature a lot of music in the film, which is, I suppose, with it being a musical, what people want to see. Now, on to my many dislikes with Cats. You better pull up a chair, listeners, and brace yourselves for this one. The director, Tom Hooper, did a poor job in actually directing the film. It had absolutely no storyline whatsoever. It seems it just goes from scene to scene and song to song, with none of the story getting explained as it goes along, which doesn't make any sense at all to the viewers, especially if they haven't seen the stage performance before. I found Rebel Wilson and James Corden's cameo performances to be awful. Their use of humour in their scenes is very put on and didn't provide any laughs whatsoever. Their singing, along with Judi Dench and Ian McKellen, was just bad. None of them can sing up to the standard you would expect them to. I just don't know what the director was thinking hiring these actors for this film. And that's not even mentioning the worst singer of them all, Ray Winstone. His little number in the movie is even more excruciatingly painful to listen to, as the Growl Tiger character. These people must have really needed the money. I'm shocked they would even want to embarrass themselves on the cinema screens with these performances. Jason Derulo, I'm sure, thinks he's a pretty cool guy, and his dancing is just so cheesy and so awful in the film. I mean, I'm surprised he even agreed to do it after seeing himself, in the footage. And his singing as well with his high-pitched notes, that doesn't come across that great neither. With all that being said, these aren't even the biggest issues I have with Cats. First up, what on earth are they doing with the characters? Some of them are naked, basically in their plain fur, and others are clothed with, coats, hats, waistcoats, trousers, and I just don't get it. It just seems really odd. They should either all have clothes on or none at all. What's even more disturbing is the cats, with all their fur, tails, and, human cat faces, have human hands and human feet. Then, even more disturbingly, the director decided, I know, we'll put some shoes on these cats, which looks even more weird. Then there really needed to be a scene in the movie where, it explains why the cats are so desperate to win the competition. I think it means to refer to the cat's 9 lives. But again, you just don't have a Scooby-Doo, what on earth is going on? And then the hot air balloon arriving at the end, what on earth is that? Just left everyone puzzled. 3 women actually left the film 3/4 of the way through. And to be honest, if we wouldn't have paid to go see the film, we would have done the exact same thing as well. Then the other unexplainable thing is the use of magic. What on earth is Macavity doing? They really should have just went old school and just catnapped the people with the help of Grell Tiger. That would have been a lot more believable and made a lot more sense. Anyway, is it sweet or is it salty? Well, people, it is salted. I'm going to give it, ratings-wise, 2 out of 10. Plain awful, save your money, don't watch it unless you're like the biggest fan of the Cats musical in theatres ever. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel.